This is a review of problems we're going to see where Desmos will help us answer them. So this first problem we see is which expression is a factor of p squared minus 5p minus 14? So what we want to do here is we will put the equation that's given in our question into Desmos. So this p squared minus 5p minus 14 will go in Desmos. And then we want to make sure we put that y equals in front of it. And then once Desmos graphs this equation for us, we're going to type in our answer choices into y equals as well. And we're looking for the answer choice that goes through the x-intercept of our quadratic. So let's look at what that would look like in Desmos. All right, so here we are in Desmos, and I'm going to type in the equation that was in the problem. And of course, starting it with y equals, and this is y equals p squared minus 5p minus 14. So here we have our graph, and we see here we have some x-intercepts at -2 and 7. So I'm going to type in those answer choices into y equals as well, and we're looking at the answer choice that will go through the x-intercept. So answer choice A is p plus 2, so I'm going to type in y equals p plus 2, and we'll see this line because these are our linear factors. So notice that this blue line actually does go through our x-intercept at -2. Okay, so an example of a problem that, or an equation that would be wrong is like answer choice B, whereas y equals p minus 2. See how this green line does not go through an x-intercept, so the green line would not be our answer. So the answer here would be A. So again, as a review, the quadratic looked something like this, and we were looking for a line that went through the x-intercept, and we found one that went through this x-intercept on the left, where x was -2, and that was our answer choice A. All right, so let's look at this next one. Which expression is equivalent to q of x equals 9x squared minus 24x plus 16? So remember that when we see equivalent, that means the same. So we're looking for a quadratic that is the exact same on Desmos as the one given to us. And before we had to type in y equals in front of our equation, since these equations all have this q of x in front, that's the same thing as having y equals, so we can just write that instead. So now let's look at Desmos for this problem here. All right, so in Desmos, I'm going to type in the equation that was given to us in the problem. And we had q of x, so q parentheses x equals 9x squared minus 24x plus 16. So here's the quadratic, and we're looking for an answer choice that is going to pretty much draw a new parabola, a new quadratic, right on top of the one that's already given. So I'm going to type in the answer choice A, and it was q of x equals 9x minus 4 times x minus 4. So as you can see, these are two very different quadratics, so we know that one is not our answer. So I'm going to type in our next one, which is 3x plus 4, and that's squared. And this one's close, but it's not right on top of each other. So again, this would not be our answer. So answer choice C has 9x plus 4 times x plus 4. And again, this would not be our answer. And so our last answer choice, we hope this one's right. We get 3x minus 4 squared. So notice that this red parabola was graphed right on top of the black one. So our answer would be D here. So again, our answer here was D because it graphed our quadratic right on top of the original one that was in the question. So let's look at this last problem here. It says, which value of x is a solution to the equation y equals x squared plus 2x minus 8? Now remember, a solution, that is the same thing as your x-intercept. So basically what this equation or this question is asking is which x-intercept is in one of these answer choices. So what we're going to do is type this equation in Desmos, and then we're going to check the zeros or check the x-intercepts and see if any of the ones in our answer choices match. So now we're going to go back to Desmos and check this out. All right, so let's type that equation in Desmos. It was y equals x squared plus 2x minus 8. So I look at this, and again, you can just click on the points where your x-intercepts are, and these little gray dots appear. If you click on the gray dots, they will tell you your x-intercepts. So we just need to look at if there is an x value of -4 or an x value of +2. And one of these two numbers are the solutions to this equation. So we saw in Desmos that our x-intercepts were here at -4 and +2. And if you look in your answer choices, the only one that matches would be answer choice B.